So this video is a repost of a video on Bettina Arndt's channel. She's asked me to help spread the word about her tour of Australian college campuses and the surrounding drama. Bettina is one of the few people taking on social justice lunatics at Australian universities by directly challenging some accepted wisdom, in this case about a rape crisis on Australian college campuses. And judging by their hysterical reactions, there is very little wisdom that needs to be accepted by these infantile ideologues. So please spread this far and wide on social media. The message needs to get out there. And just before we get into the main event, I want to tell you about Liberty Fest, which will be held on Friday the 28th and Saturday the 29th of September at the Royal on the Park Hotel in Brisbane. I'll be speaking there on Friday on the topic of the whinging gap, the largest gender gap of them all. Bettina Arndt will also be there, as will a host of other interesting speakers. Details of the conference in the comments below. And now, here's Bettina Arndt.
Who led the violent protest against Bettina Arndt at Sydney University, and what's going to happen to them? The riot squad was called to Sydney University to remove an abusive mob of protesters. They were trying to stop Bettina Arndt talking about the fake rape crisis. Sydney University Code of Conduct. Students must not encourage the harassment and bullying of other students. Students must treat other students with respect, dignity, impartiality and courtesy. Here's one of the main offenders, Madeline Ward. From the student newspaper Oniswa. The protest was organised by the Women's Collective and prompted an altercation between activists and attendees. Bettina's fake rape tour across university campuses in Australia is a misinformed and harmful attempt to undo the work of generations of student activists in combating the issues of sexual violence on campus. We refuse to allow her rhetoric to go unchallenged, said women's officers Jessica Syed and Madeline Ward. Here's Jessica Syed. Look at this Facebook post from Ward and Syed. Angry about Bettina Arndt, come to the protest tomorrow evening and show the Sydney University Liberal Club that we won't stand for misogyny and rape denial in our campus. It isn't just Ward and Syed, there's Kim Murphy. And Lily Campbell, who also calls herself Lily Rosebell. Here's Lily's Facebook page, where she calls Bettina Arndt a reptilian sexist creep. Surely this is another breach of the university's code of conduct. The Sydney University Code of Conduct also says, students must treat members of the public with respect, dignity, impartiality, courtesy. Bettina Arndt is not only a member of the public, she is a woman, and an older woman. How come these feminist activists think it's okay to harass and abuse her? How come the university allowed this to happen? Now look at the university's bullying and harassment policy. This prohibits repeated and unreasonable behaviour directed towards a person or group of people that creates a risk to safety. This prohibited behaviour includes verbal abuse or threats, including yelling, insulting or offensive language. Behaviour like this. Bettina has provided Sydney University with abundant evidence of breaches to these policies by Ward, Syed, Campbell and Murphy. These policies spell out courses of action available to Sydney University for such breaches, including expulsion or suspension, a written or oral apology, compulsory counselling, mediation or conciliation with the injured parties. Well, Vice-Chancellor Michael Spence, we're waiting.